Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dudu K. Yes, it's Dudu with a capital K. Yeah, welcome back to my channel, guys. Please make sure that if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, you do so right this very instant. Stop whatever you're doing, just click on subscribe. Yes, and make sure that you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment so that we can interact a little bit more. So today I thought to talk about something that I just experienced like a couple of days ago. I have a new neighbor, and I was sitting there thinking it must really be hard being new in the neighborhood, being new in town and everything. So what happened is, I just got a new neighbor. It's unlike where in most or around the world where we know people move as an adventure. You just pack up your bag and you see where the next adventure will take you. You just take a map and you have couple of notes of money in your pocket and you just see where it will lead you. Unfortunately, most Africans, we don't believe that because we're grounded, we're family oriented. So the only thing that gets us to move from where we are, from our comfort zones, from our homes, is obviously mullah, and that will come in different ways, maybe probably because of work, which is, I believe, um, probably 70%. I haven't done researches, but I would say people move from their place of home to other places 80% of the time or 70% of the time because of work. And then obviously the other will be school or maybe relationships as well. Yeah, and often not just seeking an adventure or just trying to be in a different area. So yeah, my neighbor just came in and I'm like, I can't imagine what it's like. So the first time they came around, I was like, okay, so somebody's moving in. Oh, okay, okay. So I was just sitting outside with my pups, my puppy, because we like sitting outside for the cold breeze in the evening. And then he came and we started talking. It's like, oh, I came in earlier, and yeah, as you were not there, and then I came back again, and I could see that you were now home, but you went inside. I'm like, yeah, it's it was a horribly a hot day for Saturday, for that matter. So I just came back from work on a Saturday, imagine, and I was tired, it was hot. So I just couldn't wait to come back home and make notes of a couple of things that I needed to do and did. So I just locked myself inside. So I imagine he felt, okay, neighbor here is something else. So I just want to talk to you about how to make your neighbor feel welcome and welcome them into your new neighborhood. So first things first, introductions. You have to introduce yourself, like, hey, I'm Dudu K, this is what I'm about and everything. And then obviously learn about them as well, because you're neighbors. If you get an incident of maybe a fire or thieves in the night, the very next person that's nearby enough to help you or to even see if there's any problems, like during the day, like I see a couple of strangers at your house, are you expecting visitors? So that's what neighbors are for in Africa. Yeah, wait, watch for me, I'll watch for you. Especially during holidays when now everyone leave their place of work and go home. And that's what happens to our city. Gaborone, like in holidays, that city be empty, like empty. You wouldn't believe that it's the same city where there's always congested traffic. It's because now people are going back to their own home villages. Anyway, yeah. After you introduce yourself, make sure that you offer information about anything, about the neighborhood, about how to handle yourself, for them to handle themselves in that neighborhood. Maybe it's a bougie neighborhood where you can just knock at somebody's door and say, hey, can I have sugar or oil? Or I was cooking and I realized I don't have onions and tomatoes. We do that in Africa a lot. Hey, I was cooking and I've run out of salt, man. I can't be running to the shops because I'm cooking right now and the food is about to be ready. So can you lend me some salt? Not really lend. Can you give me some salt? So you have to socialize them into understanding the kind of environment that they're in terms of the neighborhood, and obviously in terms of also the town that they have come to, if they're new to that town. And then tell them where they can get like supplies. I remember my neighbor didn't have a mop and a broom, and yeah, he did that, and he did something amazing. So he had asked if I had cooked. I was like, no, I've been tired from work. I haven't even had time to do anything at home. And then he rocks up with a plate of food, and it was the best plate ever. It was like your barbecue or shisanama kind of a plate, where we have pap, that's mini meal, and roasted pork, and I don't know what it did with the greens there, but they were not dry, they were soupy kind of colored greens. I enjoyed the meal so very much. So yeah, he introduced himself by giving me a plate of food. So when I returned the plate the following day, I made sure that I don't bring it empty because I can imagine he's offloading and everything. So I gave him a plate of rice and all the works. And he was like, you know what, I can't even find my cutlery. So I gave him some cutlery as well to use while he's busy unpacking and everything. Another thing is you can offer to help. You can go and help with the unloading and the packing of stuff if they don't mind, and if you don't mind. I haven't done that with my neighbor. I haven't gone to unpack because I'm a private person by nature, and I like to give people that space as well, because probably they have things that they want to handle on their own and stuff like that. And the nice thing with the moving companies is that they put everything where it belongs, so it's for you to just now put it nicely where you want it to be. So not much of a hard work. So just be neighborly and make sure that you offer your neighbor that kind of help if they do want it. And then also like he did, just give them a one plate of food. Just give them a one plate of food. Even offer to show them around. Like that's what I'm gonna be doing with my neighbor. On the weekend, I'm just gonna take it onto a drive in his car or mine, and just show him around and say, okay, these are the places that we have and everything. I've actually done half of that work because the thing is we work together. So we drove together and yesterday, so that I can show him the easiest and quickest routes. And I showed him, okay, there are 3 routes that you can use. There's that other one which is a bit longer, and then this is the main road. There's a whole lot of traffic, so use this one because normally it's inside the village where there isn't much traffic, and then we're just catching up, getting numbers, and even talking now of finding, because I have help that comes in during the week, and I was just telling him about that, and he's like, okay, if you don't mind, I could use your person to also help me with the cleaning and everything. And he loves dogs, and my dog loves everyone. So every time we just sit outside and talk, he'd be biting on him, and every time like, Cash, stop it. And Cash doesn't listen. He's such a bubbly boy. I just uploaded a picture of him earlier, of him listening to Bugs. It's hilarious. I actually was just doing that to socialize him into seeing other dogs, because we took a walk after I knocked off earlier, and in my walk with him, every time he sees a dog, he like stands, holds position, and concentrates, and you can see that he's wondering, who are you? Are we enemies? Are we friends? What are you? Are you a dog? And the moment the dog barks, he runs away. He actually almost made me trip and fall, but instead he ended up making me pant like for a whole while, because on a normal basis I run faster than him. He outran me hands down, like no debate about it, because another dog barked at him. So today when we came back from the walk, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put on some dogs barking. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. He kept hiding. Please make sure to watch the video before this one. I saw it's funny. So yeah, Cash loves my new neighbor and he loves him. And tomorrow I'll be uploading a video of me taking a walk with Cash, because he's quite fascinated by everything, you know. From the time when he came, he knew not to go as far as to the gate. I also have those videos on earlier. And nowadays, he's all grown and he doesn't mind crossing over outside with me and exploring, but it's always with me. So tomorrow I'm going to show, or this week, sometime this week, I'll take a walk with him and compile a video of me taking a walk with him. And so guys, just make sure to welcome your neighbors. Yes, back to the topic. Welcome your neighbors and be friendly. You know, I've been new to a place where you don't know anyone, you just new there, and the weekends are really long, you know, because you don't have you only have your phone, and human interaction is good. So even inquire as much as possible just to get to know that person, but don't be too into yourself, and you will realize that even when you're talking to them. So listen to those cues. Are they comfortable talking about this? Are they comfortable about talking about that? Because even with me, I have my own don't touch areas. Like, I'm not comfortable talking about that with you if I don't know you that much or haven't known you for that long. So I would rather some things unfold naturally, or I be the one to tell when I'm comfortable. So just make sure that you don't overstep your boundaries in trying to get to know your neighbor, and in trying to welcome them by inquiring as much as possible, that you can find out from them about them, where they're being and all that. So yeah guys, remember, be neighborly. A hot plate of food goes a long way. Like, I swear, he's my best neighbor. And we rode together, and yesterday, and then today we're just following each other, and then I'll show him the ropes at work as well. This is what you do: you stop before the security clearance and all that. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about work. So yeah, I also did that induction. So now I think he's getting the confidence of okay, this is how it works and all that. So, which is good. I think he's gonna enjoy having me as a neighbor. I enjoy having myself as a neighbor. Like, who wouldn't enjoy having me as a neighbor? Especially if I can cook for you. Because, guys, you know what? I should start a cooking channel. Like, and I want those cooking channel where you can actually taste my food. Yeah, that's the one that I want. Yeah, where you don't just see the pretty food there, you can actually taste it. That's the one that I want to give you guys. Because swele guys, go to join the swele, like undisputed. Well, most of my critics obviously are my family and close ones, boyfriends, and all that. You know, they will always hype you up because they don't want to cook. They're like, oh no, we can't cook, we want your food. Yeah, you know, you shame us with your cooking, so I can't even make anything because you want to enjoy it. So anyway guys, this is just to say, bring your neighbor a hot plate of food. If you don't cook like me or like my neighbor who cooked for me first, you can actually give them a drink, you know, like, or even take them out as a way that you'll also be showing them around. So yeah guys, remember, a hot plate of food, introducing yourself first and foremost, offering to help, like offloading their stuff and packing into the house, you know, offering help in terms of what they might need the first night or the first couple of days that is still probably packed away, like I was saying, utensils, you know, just simple stuff like that. So just make sure that you help them, and then help them know where they can get their supplies. You know, I hooked him up with a strategy. I don't drink water from where I am because the water is a bit, yeah, I don't know, it has some salty element to it. So I don't drink the water. I just use it to cook and bath with and everything, but I don't drink it. So, you know, I was telling him, yo, you need to get yourself like 20-liter empty bottles, and we have where we refill our water bottles, or you can actually go and buy water at this shop and all that. So those are just little tips, and they're like, oh okay, I actually have bottles, but they're not here. So next time I take a visit to my town, I'll go and bring them back with me here. Like, so you see, just those little things. So be friendly. Remember, you are not stuck where you are. One day you will be the one who needs to be welcome into a new place. So you need to know the do's and don'ts and what to do. Don't just be that neighbor who's like, I'm waiting for him to introduce himself. How can he just come and say and sit next to us and not come and say hi? No, you've been there longer. It doesn't have for you to be the first one to do it. But in my case, my neighbor was the first one to do it. And I love his profession. He's a professional counselor. So yeah, I think I'll be taking advantage of that. A full free counseling session. I'll be like, here's a hot plate of food. And then I was sitting like, you know what happened the other day? I'll be getting advice and everything for free, so yay for me. So guys, please remember to like my video, subscribe to my subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. What other ways have you used or do you think would work in welcoming your visitor, your new neighbor into the neighborhood, you know? Yeah, let's get to commenting. I love you guys. Please do enjoy the rest of the evening, and see you on the next video. Bye. Killing you with my smile before I say bye. Ooh. Okay, for real now. Bye.